Happy anniversary, Uncle, and happy Sam. Yeah. Happy anniversary.
Yo, King Coles, what's up, cuz? I want to give you a happy anniversary shout out to you and your wife, Misha. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I see them on another note, I see them motherfucking that podcast doing numbers. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Now where them Niners at? Cause you know we here for life.
Oh man, happy anniversary, big dog. Man, congratulations again. You know what I mean? On taking that step and you know, all blessings to you and the missus moving forward, man. Wish y'all a happy and a fruitful marriage. 100.
Happy anniversary, my guy. Wish you many more. I know your dad would be proud, my man. And like I said, that's something we share in common, both being juniors, man, and losing our pops. I definitely he'd definitely be proud of you, man. 1 year down, a lifetime to go. Continue to set the trend for yourself, my man. Continue to live in that legacy and carry the Cole's name to higher heights. Also, man, just continue to keep God first. Keep folks out your marriage. Your marriage will go wherever you want it to go at, man. I wish y'all many blessings, much happiness, and much peace, man. Can't wait to do it again.
It seems like yesterday I was just at your wedding, right? But happy anniversary to Dave and his beautiful wife. I wish you plenty more blessings and just keep striving, keep living, keep being happy.
Hey, cuz, now you see why I didn't shit at first. I need you to relax. Enjoy your day. Cause I always got something planned. Hey, yo, happy anniversary to you and Tamisha. Dude, just know, hey, big little cuz always gonna come through with something try to hit your heart, bro. Hey, we love you. That shit wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you, but, hey, let me just say this right now. Shout out to those, I mean, like, I wanted to get more. I wanted to get a lot more, man. Like, I was trying to go for a tearjerker for real. Like, we're about to get some tears out of you, bro. I don't know this one will. I mean, hopefully it does, too. But either way, definitely go for a tearjerker. But yeah, man. Love you. Many more.
Wild Boy Podcast.
Welcome to another ROC Boys Wrestling Podcast. As you see, I am Dodo tonight. That is because of a special night. My cousin decided to take a step and leap and have last year, his anniversary. As you guys will see, you guys will hear, again, of course, happy anniversary, babe. But yes, I am your host, Matt, for the evening of March. What? So 24th? Yeah. Raw was pretty cool. Raw was pretty cool tonight. I mean, not so many big things, but I mean, enough things where as though like it was eventful and of course kind of gave you a good show. I'm out here rewatching it right now. I mean, you can probably hear it maybe a little bit. It's Cena. Cena kind of laid it in the way like he kind of gave the promo exactly the way I kind of wanted him to do it this week. Last week, of course, hearing the whole point of him saying, you know what I mean, he's not really saying too much to kind of let Cody kind of get his shit off. This week, I will say, it was a little bit different. It gave you energy as far as like really addressing the WWE universe. Saying it's so easy for me to make the decisions I make. Of course, coming out here with a black shirt, saying for Glasgow. Well, I don't know if it's dark blue or not, but definitely gave you more edge, gave you more of an edgy look. And he mentioned the one thing. The one thing that fans, old, new, great fans, you know what I'm saying, minor fans, it's something literally that the fans have, you know what I mean, they had that asterisk on them. The one thing they really hate about his run, his 20 plus year run, is the infamous spinner title. As you know, the spinner title was, and let's be honest, it was a thing back in the day. And so, like when John first brought out these spinning belt WWE title, it was definitely, it was hard. It was tough. It was tough as shit back then. I mean, like you think about it, like Midnight Club, all that stuff, like Need for Speed Underground, had kind of broke barriers and all those stuff. Those games broke barriers where you had the spinning wheels, you had to spin it on every card you had. So I mean, to have a belt was always fun. You know what I mean? And so it leads into his promo. It was a toy. You know what I mean? It was literally the ultimate WWE toy that a lot of kids wanted. I didn't have one personally. It was say I had the Undisputed title. I ain't had his one, but either way, it's still a fact. It's like that one existed in the world where it's like you wanted to spin in W. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to be John Cena, the Hustle, Loyalty, Respect shirts. I'm saying you wore those shirts, you wore the caps, you wore the, you know what I'm saying, as The Rock would say, prior to him being the final boss. But that's like shit that you would see before. Of course, you know, it makes, it's all great. And the fact that he literally brought up the fact that he literally upset a kid last week was gold. Of course, we're so used to John bigging up every kid. We're so used to John, not necessarily, and I say it's not necessarily breaking kayfabe. Again, we're so used to John, again, uplifting every kid, being there for the Make-A-Wish moments, being kind of like the headliner for those, if it's not Roman or somebody like that. And literally making dreams come true. This man literally shattered on a dream. And it's just ironic, of course, we're looking at, you know what I'm saying, it becoming a nightmare, which leads into his opponent for WrestleMania coming out. Cody came out, and I mean, I hate to say it, but he held his own with John. I mean, for everything that he said to John, it definitely works. You know what I mean? John is doing his thing. But all right, there we go. There, this is what it really is. John's doing his thing so much as a heel, as working the crowd to be a heel, that you can't do anything but cheer for Cody. I'm saying Cody gets the crowd in his hands because of the fact that John really makes the bed for him. Like out here works the crowd, gets him warmed up the way he should for the hero to come in and save the day. Much like when, I mean, all the times with Cena, I mean, you'll have times when it was like, it'll be like a JBL. You know what I mean? It'll be times it was like a Sheamus, a Randy Orton that would literally get the crowd to boo the shit out of him just for Cena to come out and save the day. And so it's all kind of full circle with stuff. I still wholeheartedly feel like John Cena's gonna win Mania. Granted, it might be true. It might be wrong. I don't think it's wrong. Trust me. I've been delivering pretty hard-hitting shit against spoilers, bro. I don't just play for keeps. I'm playing for the fences, only I'm swinging. But yeah, so it's definitely those vibes. Saying Cody held his own with that one, me even laying the belt down to provoke Cena to come fight him, just for Cena to kind of, you know what I mean, walk out. After he was about to walk back in, got in the ring, walk right back out. Again, what Cena's not doing is giving you what you want. He's not going to give the crowd everything that they want. Why? Because Cena's literally working the crowd. This is what you call working the crowd. And he's doing it well. Again, to the point where he's like saying, in fact, was like, well, only way you guys are really going to get over is by, again, yelling out profanities. The fuck you seen the chance. Don't care about that. But it's fueling his narrative, saying the fact that y'all have literally, like, die and be a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. John Cena's been the villain because, and his whole narrative, his stick is because of the fact that y'all have pushed him out of being the superhero for so long. He wanted to be a superhero for so long, and y'all just pour him down every week. So with that being said, you get this. With that being said, you get the mistreatment. With that being said, you don't get what you want when you want it on your time. Cena's thing is about doing it on his time. He says, my time. And he's literally giving you that. Again, he's literally running it down. Him saying he's going to take the belt, retire with the belt. If that's not an homage to CM Punk when he did it back with Money in the Bank that year, I don't know what it is. Again, a lot of us know what happened then. A lot of us might not necessarily see it, but again, CM Punk's contract was running out that year, probably 2011. Year 2011, between those years. And he literally said, I'm taking the title with me. You know what I mean? And for the fact that a toy belt, a fake belt was created in the absence of the real belt, that's when everything was made. Again, it is all good because, like, yo, if Cena really does that, that's what's going to have to happen. For a lot of purposes, but you get what I'm saying. Cena's doing it very, very well. But my biggest issue, again, with that whole segment, why couldn't this happen on SmackDown? SmackDown is overseas just as much. Cody is SmackDown's headlining champion, not Raw's. And the fact that, I mean, my problem with WWE, this will be on my only really problem, is you guys want Cody to be the face of the company so bad, you know what I mean? But yet, Gunther is literally, he should be in the main ring. And like the reason why, he should be in the ring on Raw on Monday nights, having these promos, these heartfelt promos. And the reason why y'all, like the fans and the masses even on the IWC and that wrestling community, they don't necessarily feel as though it's a great program going with Gunther and Jay is primarily because you keep putting stuff like this on the card that's not supposed to be on. I know SmackDown is full of things. I know it has its own storylines with like Roman and everything like that. But Roman is also jumping shows dealing with Raw as well because he's dealing with 2 Raw superstars. So of course you do that for him. But for Cody to be on this show with John it's taking away from the other it's taking away from the other title. It's outshining that one because you're giving this one such a long segment. You're giving it a plentiful, like the time duration of it is definitely one that you would expect to be for that one. And you know what I mean? That's just what it is. And so speaking of that segment, speaking of the next segment, we're back with Jey Uso, like speaking of him. Of course, I've said it for weeks. I said to Dave maybe a couple times before, or maybe all in text thread. But there was only one answer for Jay's tag team partner. There's only one answer. If you ever said any other answer, you smoking shit. Like, let's be honest, you smoking shit. But to know and realize who is going up against, you know what I mean? It only made right that it's Jimmy. And of course we get Big Jim, you know what I mean, out here for this tag team match. And it was a great feeling. Again, I thought they were going to hit the music. But they probably should have did that to kind of build the suspense. They probably got a bigger pop than what it did. But like you have A-Town Down Under come out first. You know what I'm saying? You have Jay come out, of course, get the crowd rocking with the yeet. And then you hit the imagine how that would happen. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how that would work the crowd. Because again, you would get the Usos back together again. And in all honesty, like for real, I mean, I know they're not saying they're a tag team, but like official tag team again, but to have Jimmy and Jay both wear the same attire would have been tough. Granted, might get that lit. But to have it tonight overseas for Raw and as a mystery, of course, it would have been really cool. It would have really definitely got all the feels as I like to say. It would definitely would have had this good pop for the night. But either way, still good pop. For the match itself, match was solid. Again, I've been an advocate for Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller too. But Austin Theory has literally become like one of the dark horses that, like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you know, I fuck with him. You know what I mean? Like he's been one of them, and it's really fun to kind of see him in the ring and do what he has to do. I love the fact that they went back to the if you had the 1D happen again, necessary, needed. You know what I mean? Again, the 18 months since we seen the 1D probably, and like, oh man, it just felt really good to see how both brothers have grown from, I mean, I would say from Mania last year. Again, Mania last year wasn't necessarily a good moment for either one of them. It was lackluster, because of course, you know, that match, it just came off kind of, it was like, it's a super kick match, you know, it's kind of, was going to lay the last super kick, was going to lay the last splash type match, but it's still really good to see those two develop. I mean, we can just go ahead and go right into their promo afterwards. I mean, well, we all know that Gunther was going to come out in the match. We all knew that match. You know what I mean? He was definitely going to try to screw them and get them to lose to H-Town Down Under, which, let's just be honest, like that match would have probably been Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci had they still been Imperium. It could have been even been Ilya Dragunov and what's his name, Ludwig Kaiser as a new version of Imperium. It just made me kind of wish Ilya wasn't injured, and you know what I mean. It sucks. It really sucks. But yeah, it's still cool moment. Then it was like, so, you know what I mean, they attack him. But yeah, back to the segment. Yeah, back, that happened a little later on that night. Jimmy and Jay, they nailed it. They nailed it. Love the fact that Jimmy really, he big brother his younger twin. Like, he's bigging him up, like, yo, this Jimmy, I mean, it's Jay that's in here, back here, like, tearing up, crying. They ain't gonna get the job done. You're not gonna beat him, bro. You're not gonna beat Gunther like that. It's not gonna happen. So what you need to do is, you really need to, like, I need right-hand man Jay. I need main event Uso Jay. You know what I'm saying? I need that dude to show up and show out come Vegas. And I love the fact, like, I knew it was going to be somebody involved in it, but it's just a simple principle. I ain't think it was going to be Gunther in Jimmy's crosshairs. Again, him looking out, just like, oh, all right, well, look, I'm going to show y'all, I'm set this tone right now. Him doing that and going to telling Gunther straight to his face, him and, like, y'all two next week. Granted, it'll be cool for it to be Friday, but Jimmy's out here take the opportunity to show Gunther what's up, and then smack him and walk away. I'm fucking with it. Granted, I thought Jay would have at least super kicked the shit out of Gunther the moment he turned around. But nah, Big Jim, remember the name. Hey, like me and Ryan used to do. You like to do? Easy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit like that, man. It definitely comes full circle, just makes you feel real great about it. Of course, we get a video package of, like, the next segment, we got a video package of El Grande Americano, aka China Gable. But yeah, that whole package, and then kind of they decided at the segment, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, Chad Gable, and Adam Pearce started talking, saying that Gable can't fight because he needs a doctor's note. We all know who it is in the ring. I mean, the stature, the build, the moves, gracias, that, we all know who it is, bro. But it's still cool to kind of see him do some luchador stuff in the ring, versus his usual technical wrestling stuff. But, I mean, shit, I'm just going right to that match. Let's see. But it's just a principle, like, it's still just kind of like, it's real fun to give that. But we're not done. I mean, I imagine at some point they're probably going to have them unmask unmask Chad Gable as or El Grande Americano, the big American. They're gonna have them unmask him to reveal that is Gable, which would be cool. But of course, we just gotta wait for that to happen. I love the fact that what's name definitely did the suplex off his damn apron, bro. Suplex was nasty. It was nasty, but it is still the fact that it happened. But I do have a problem with just luchadors as a whole in totality. Like, taking that mask off should not be their Achilles heel, and we need to stop kind of doing it so much. Because, I mean, we got to realize we do have luchadors on, we're going to be having luchadors on SmackDown. We have luchadors on Raw. We have luchadors on NXT. We have luchadors in TNA. They wear masks. Again, the easy tactic, of course, you want it from heel to take the easy way out, but at the same time, I'm tired of seeing it so much. I'm tired of it being the way of every luchador. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they take their mask off, all of a sudden, I can't fight you. You know what I mean? So it's like, let's just get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a handicap, but still, let's get rid of it as a whole. Like, it's always the common route that they always go. Great. I know, and like I said, I know it's a sneaky route. I know it's the easy route. You know what I'm saying? It's the way you get the heel over by trying to break tradition. But it's just, come on. Cole also broke his voice cracked terribly this damn segment. Say, "Cause yeah," or like, come on, Cole. You better than that, bro. You better than that. Like I said, good match. Just didn't like the fact that Dragon Lee's mask got pulled off and he's just trying to cover his face all the time. It's like, for all that, it's like you would expect the luchador to have a tighter grip on the string. Where, like, you know, say have it under the chin as well. And then, of course, do the, have like a double mask under. Like, you just think about this stuff that you could do. You know what I mean? Granted, it might not work, but either way. So, into Hispanic culture, we have the what's the name match between, the Intercontinental match between Lyrica Valkyria and, Raquel Rodriguez. And so, this one, so for all of the notions of multi-man matches and where it could go, where it might go, as far as with Mania, this one feels like it could go the same route, or they just may have found a way to make somebody a double time champ with Lyra and Bailey. This match didn't really do it for me. You know what I mean? I know they want Lyra to be such a force, and girl, she's good in the ring. I'm not lying to you, but it's like, it's much like the U.S. title. It's like we don't care as much as we should. Like, versus the United States titles, which we now care about again because the picture that LA Knight is in, but which against Chelsea Green, we care about Chelsea Green's title reign than we do so much the Intercontinental with Lyra, with Valkyria. And so, I don't know, and granted, I could definitely think it's because of the fact that Chelsea has the personality that kind of makes you care. Lyra does the wrestling, but it's like, I will say, Chelsea's getting better in the ring. I'm saying she's not terrible, but I'm saying, like, she's definitely stepped it up. Maybe the match wasn't necessarily my favorite because of the fact that Raquel was in it, or maybe the ending. Because in all honesty, I'm not a big fan of Raquel. I feel like she definitely needs more polished work. She needs to be more of a menacing heel. Like, she gives me Tamina vibes when it's just like the movement, you know what I mean, that's there. It's not there. And it just needs to be worked a little bit more. Granted, I don't know if she can do it, because, like, I think she wore a knee brace at the first time, much like Tamina. But it's just like, you would want a little bit more from her. But of course, the match ending in the way it did, you know what I'm saying, and then of course, Liv kind of attacking her afterwards. you might think that Liv might be going for this title soon too. Like, you know what I mean? Bayley be back in the picture probably is what happened too. Like, there's probably a multi-man match with that. You know what I'm saying? If they don't do that, let me just say this. If they don't book the multi-woman match with that title, they're definitely going to have those two fight for tag team titles against those two as well. It just kind of fits. I mean, I don't think Bayley has too much going on other than, of course, she's been in the picture with Roxanne, which probably is going to be the match out there. But that's probably a stand delivered. But Bayley would kind of give it legitimacy. Like, her getting tag team titles again wouldn't necessarily I wouldn't be against it. I fuck with Bayley. I just feel like she just needs more direction than what she's getting. But like I said, I think they're definitely holding off the Roxanne picture for that. And who knows? Roxanne might be the one that they add into the group. You know, because of course we know Dom is heavily trying to recruit somebody. He's saying somebody needs to be added to the group. And so maybe we get that. Maybe we get a female in there where it's like, all right, it's they can go for the tag team titles, the women's tag team titles, and Liv go for the women's title again. You know what I mean? That's like stuff that we would love. But yeah, either way, it is what it is. Of course, with the other titles, of course, that's what leads us to our next segment with the ladies of the women's championship, the world championship, the women's world championship. It was a I didn't really like the segment. I feel like we were repeating it way too much. Granted, Bianca and Rhea pushed what's name to the point where she had to get involved. Like, where she finally fought back. What she should have been did a while ago. Because, like, for her to keep taking these ass whoopers, taking these mushies in the face and for her just to be complaining about it not being for her was always weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a champion, you would already think that you would do that anyway. Like, but of course, it didn't necessarily happen that way. But Adam Pearce out there saying for this contract signing that Rhea's not going to be in the championship. She's not going to be in triple threat. Which is cool. You know what I mean? All right, so we're not getting that triple threat. Then what are we doing? So it goes into the fact that Rhea Ripley will be facing Io Sky next week for the title, and the winner to go on the Mania. If I'm not mistaken, we have a couple more weeks to go. But so what? Let's say 30 days. Not 30 days. 30 days? 28 days. Something like that. Either way. 1, 2. 4 weeks away. So yeah, 28 days. For them to want to go for a potential title change already is kind of telling. It's kind of it's weird. See, I like the booking though. Granted, would I love the triple threat match? Of course, we all know triple threat match will definitely love triple threat. I'm all for it. But yeah, this segment has been the same for a little bit. You know, Rhea Ripley coming out there doing her thing, kind of and shooting herself into this whole segment all over again. It's been the copy paste thing for a couple weeks. But I mean, the fact that Io get her shit off was definitely cool, definitely good. But Bianca got booed tonight. She got booed. And I don't know if that's because of her bullshit that she's doing with Jade on social media. Or if it's just because of the fact that they want Io to really retain it. We all know they have really kind of, like the heroes and everything, the ones that, the big competitors, they're pushing to the wayside, and Cena's hitting everything spot on. Like, they love you so much, they hate you at some point. You know what I mean? Bianca's literally one of those. I watch the segment again. Hey, Ted's doing this shit, bro. Doing this shit with that. But love the fact that she came out did her own thing. Cause like that's one thing that she did heavily in NXT. If I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry, like, mind you, I'm watching the segment as we're recording, yo. I'm just trying to make sure I see it correctly. And she does have gold fronts in. Taz. Mm-hmm. The influence, the attitude is coming. And that's what I love from Bianca. Bianca has a stick with her that hasn't been with her for a while because she's been very, very babyface-ish for a while. And so now that we're unloading the evolution of where it could go with her, it's definitely, I love the fact that she has the fronts in, kind of getting the attitude back. But yeah, her getting booed again, it's all leading to what we may want. Is she involved with that? With the Jade stuff? I hope not. But I would not be surprised if it comes down to those two facing each other at some point down the line. Granted, if they do title for like a title, champion versus champion type match, not necessarily for each title, but either way they do that, I'm so full. It'll be at like a SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, or Mania. We all know how that goes. Big Four would definitely mean that would happen then. Just so it's definitely would fit the bill. Gives us, that segment talked about the American. So main event. Main event was actually a good one. I love the fact that, they built them up the way they should have, again, making it feel as though like it's a big deal. Like Ron getting the promo before coming to the ring, it's definitely fun. It definitely felt like it should have went the way it should have. Him getting that build up. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I get to the main event. CM Punk could have a decent promo tonight, and he did not get interrupted. Not by Seth, not by not by Roman. Literally interrupted, and it cut to the point. I mean, like him out here, like him having like moments again, and saying that the what's the name, the special counsel. That Paul Heyman says he is with Roman isn't just one for himself. Again, it's his friend. He's calling shot that it could be the favor again, but it's like, I'm here to do what I have to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. And neither one of y'all are going to stop me from doing it. You know what I mean? Like, that is literally, Punk one-on-one, him getting to find the odds going against everybody that didn't necessarily want him to do any good. Like, this triple threat between them, which I call, is going to be a great one. Does it main event that night? It very well could. Let me just say that now. Well, it shouldn't, but with those names being such a heavily holding so much, I would not be surprised if it did. I would not feel bad if it did. Reason being because, in fact, it's caught more steam than the Royal Rumble winner for the women. It's called what it is. Granted, that one's turning up too, but it's at the same time, I would love the fact that Jay starts off the night. I don't care about the night one, night two. Jay's going to start the night off for WrestleMania. He's going to be eating, the crowd's going to eat it all up. And I love that. To have, maybe Paul Heyman's favorite is to make sure that this is the main event for that night. And so therefore the moment is all happening. It all comes to conclusion with these three. Well, which is to end this chapter between Seth and Roman. But either way, you get what I'm saying. But the Intercontinental title match, I liked it, loved it. Wasn't bad at all. Definitely one that just like you just know where it will go. And I feel like Triple H pulled the right card. He pulled the right move by having it end the way it did. Him having it end the disqualification was the smartest way to save it. And maybe if we don't get the multi-man match with the United States title. Maybe we don't. Maybe we get it with the Intercontinental title. Reason being, because I for sure wholeheartedly know for a fact that Dominic Mysterio is going to have a shot sooner or later. And it's going to involve squaring up against Finn. You add these two in as well. It's definitely you have a good match right there. You know what I mean? All four superstars get their spot. Granted, you could probably add Ludwig Kaiser too. That's my guy. I fuck with Ludwig, for sure. And I feel as though that you could definitely add him in it, and he gives you another menacing look into it. You can even add a Sheamus into it. I love the look too. I'm not mad. I'm sorry. Like again, big person on the multi-man match because you never know where it's going to go versus a singles match. You know where it's probably going to go. I love the element of surprise that multi-man matches give. As long as they're not over the top rope or Rumble type bullshit. You know what I mean? Just for nostalgia purposes. Like, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the Armageddon Hell in a Cell that you could probably play on like older wrestling games where it was 8 man in a damn Hell in a Cell match. Crazy. You know what I mean? Madness. Elimination Chambers, of course, the old ones more so than the newer ones. Madness. Again, the absolute crazy spots you would get dealing with that. I understand now it's like you more want to focus on making sure that everybody gets their spot, everybody gets their just due. You want to play it safe, and have their moments. But yeah, no, I would love it. I would love it. But yes, this match was definitely a good one to have. Judgment Day come out right before that had a commercial, and let's just say this right now. The commercial thing was very weird tonight. Because for all the commercials that we were supposed to have, we didn't have them. They just gave us the time in the top corner and it still played the aired show. You know what I'm saying? The broadcast. And it's just like, all right, no commercials. You know what I mean? I don't know if that was a glitch. I don't know if that was a error. But it definitely felt as though watching a commercial in the main event wasn't necessarily needed. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it was an hour free. I don't know. Like, I lost track as far as time. Like, I wouldn't even, to be honest, I wouldn't even tell you how long the Tonight Show was. I can't tell you because it's so funny. Like, I was just watching the program. The program was just good. But yeah, I was just watch Braun hit this fast ass clothesline. And what I am liking with his development is he is starting to kind of give himself these pep talks. He did it on the way to the ring too tonight. Definitely one of those developments you definitely like to see within people. It's not just me just running 50 miles an hour in a ring and just laying you the fuck out. Nah, I'm here. I got voices in my head. They counsel me. They you know what I mean? It's like, but no. To see this shit happen is very cool. I just happen to notice that, like, with the spots, Brown went to the wrong side, you went to go to the other side. I don't care. Yo, I don't care about botches too much anymore right now, man. Wrestling's too fun to really care about. Like, for everything that people like to pick and try to say, like, shit went wrong at, I love it. Fuck. Let me say it now. And the only problem I have is when stuff looks too rehearsed. It looks like you're forgetting spots. You're not necessarily sure what's supposed to happen. Like they're being idle in a ring where it's like, oh yeah, you hit me here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes with women's matches, not to be sexist or anything like that. It's just the fact that women's matches come off very rehearsed, very slow. But yeah, nah. Them saving the winner of that match to literally have that proceed going forward. And again, and we never know. We might just get those two of the tag team match against Judgment Day, which I expect at some point before Mania. But nah, still a good one. As for today's show, whatever you want to call it, I give it a solid B for programs that kind of work tonight. Cena, of course, cutting a great promo tonight. Working the crowd the way it should. The reason why I won't necessarily get an A or B plus is because we definitely expected certain people to be there tonight, and we didn't get it. For all in which we are about our international hometown stars, and I don't care if you gave it to me on a commercial. Drew McIntyre needs to be there tonight. Him not being there is a disservice. Granted, he might just be home. He might be home right now. Like, he might be there. He might be working a dark match. He might, but for him not to show up on television is weird. You know what I mean? And it kind of, you know what I mean? Like, you definitely want to own that. You want to own that shit. You can give me the Viking Raiders. I'm saying, I know, I'm saying it's just Scotland in general. Or you could even give me Piper Niven tonight. Again, like I said, we got so many, it's Mania season, so therefore jumping on 2 different shows doesn't necessarily hurt. Program, it kind of just brings more light to it, but yeah. Definitely weird. Speaking of Viking Raiders, they don't have anything going on. I think they had a promo, if I'm mistaken. Maybe not. Maybe it's something I seen on the internet. But either way, it was definitely, it's weird that they're not on TV. You know what I mean? Like, but it goes to show you exactly my point about Raw's tag team division. It's nothing like SmackDown's. It's nothing like SmackDown's. I feel as though they should have had the Profits come over there with Bianca. You know what I'm saying? And which still happen eventually. It'd just be after Mania because of course we get the draft, and they mentioned that too. But definitely I want to see that happen. I want to see the Raw tag division step it up a little bit more and not just make the War Raiders feel like they're just there or they're just about to get some bullshit type programming. Give them legit contenders. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put America Alpha back in the picture, do it. If you want to do the Judgment Day again, do it. Just stop making these two feel as though they're just there. You know what I mean? Because it's not fair. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? You have enough programming, you have enough time for programming to get them on there. If you have enough programming to put Cody, SmackDown champion, on there, you have enough time to get every one of your Raw superstars that are champions, their own spot, their own segment, to make them feel important. There's no need why they shouldn't. Why they should feel like afterthoughts. And I really feel like that. I'm not sure what SmackDown is this Friday, but definitely looking forward to it. Of course, you know, we're probably going to see a Roman sighting. We're probably going to see more Jacob and Solo work. Either way, it's getting something towards this week to expect. But another thing, I didn't watch Evolve this week. Didn't watch LFG, which I'll probably tune into later on tonight. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened there. As we know, Dave is on vacation right now, so shows won't be too long. I'll probably give you good programming for the most part. Kind of go over the basics and stuff. So I can't necessarily debate with too many people because, of course, I don't have nobody here to talk about and debate with. But either way, we're definitely in for a good week. Again, we are on the road to WrestleMania, and we are look forward to the first entry of 2011 this week. I'm not sure what day I'll give it to you, but I definitely have started advertising for it because, again, we want to make sure we push our product. J Street has dropped an episode earlier this morning, which will be a good one. I'm saying you guys need to go check it out. Links will be in descriptions as far as the Instagram, as far as the YouTube, of course, on the channel. So make sure that you also subscribe to our YouTube page, follow our Instagram page, our Instagram handles. Mine's be at last name Coles. Make sure that you follow Dave's as well. So again, I'll make sure they're on the link. Numbers of Nonsense is coming soon. Again, for all you big sports fans that want to hear it, the one that are ready for sports talk, ready to talk about everything free agency, understand the fact that we have the draft coming up this time next month. And Numbers of Nonsense will be back on the road. As far as Cole's relationship, of course, like I said, they are on their anniversary. So of course the main ones on that show, Tamisha and Dave, we love you. We always want you to celebrate your moments and celebrate your days. This is your day. Celebrate it well. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Of course, what is that? Because I already have a kid. And so it's like stuff like that, you know what I mean? Just have fun. But yeah, definitely everybody stay tuned. Make sure that you pay attention to the product that's coming out. Make sure that you listen to our show that we have going on. This is the ROC Boys Wrestling Pod. Now, I'm gonna holler at y'all. See y'all Friday.